Hey, it's Nick with B&H. We're here at X Summit 2024 right now. They're literally about 15 minutes away from opening the doors to announce the X100VI. I'm so used to saying that quietly because it's not announced as of this recording, but it will be announced in a few minutes. So we are going to be recapping what happens at this event. We're going to be talking about some of the hands-on time that we had with the camera, although if you check our YouTube channel, you can watch our full product review video because we did get some hands-on time with it a little bit earlier, so check that out. But in the meantime, sit tight. We're going to watch this event and we're going to see what else I have to say. So come on, let's take a look. Come on, it's starting. So they just wrapped up Fujifilm's X Summit event, and they had quite a few announcements, but the big one that you've probably already heard about at this point is the fact that this guy has come out, which is the Fujifilm X100VI. I can finally actually take this bad boy off. There we go, Fujifilm X100VI. Now, this camera has a lot of hype built around it because obviously the X100V was so popular, there's a very good chance that you weren't even able to get your hands on it. But to quickly recap, the kind of highlight features are this guy now has a 40 megapixel sensor. It's a huge upgrade in the resolution that you're getting on this camera. And this is a big deal because especially on a fixed lens camera, it gives you a lot more flexibility to recrop and reframe your images in post. It also makes the digital teleconverters a lot more useful because you have more reach. Because with a 26 megapixel sensor, if you're digitally cropping in, you were going to lose resolution pretty quickly. With a 40 megapixel sensor, that is not nearly as much of an issue. But for me, the biggest update that's been the most helpful has been the built-in IBIS. This gets up to 6 stops of image stabilization, which is a very big upgrade from the previous one's 0 stops of in-body image stabilization. So for photography, it means you can shoot at slower shutter speeds and get much more stable images. And for video, it means you can actually shoot handheld pretty easily. We've been walking through Tokyo, I should say, Fujifilm has been taking us all throughout Tokyo to do street photography, we've done some sightseeing, and we've been able to kind of put this camera through its paces a little bit more than we were just in New York City. And the experience has been fantastic. I've been able to play with some of the new film simulations, including Reala Ace, which is brand new to the X100 line, and also record a little bit of video. The fact that this can shoot 6.2K, 10-bit, 422 internally is pretty wild. You get excellent image quality, and you can get that in F-Log 2 now, in addition to F-Log and Eterna, which looks great out of camera if you don't want to do your grading in post. You're getting all of that in this camera. So the X100VI was obviously the headline feature, but they did still have some other announcements here at X Summit. They have a pre-announcement for a new kit lens that is coming. It's going to be an 18 to 50 f2.8 to 4.8, but those are all the details we had. Literally, we only saw a silhouette of what the lens will look like, so hopefully more information on that will be coming soon. They also had some quality of life updates for their X app for version 2.0, but then they had some exciting firmware updates for most of their other cameras. So right off the bat, you are getting touch subject tracking for the XH2 and 2S. You are getting that also for the X-T5 and XS20. You're getting improvements to subject detection and tracking, but then you are also getting, this is actually pretty exciting, Reala Ace, which came to the X100VI and was previously only in the GFX100 II. Those are now coming to pretty much the rest of the lineup. You are getting that now on the X-T5, XH2, 2S, and XS20. And you're also getting frame I/O integration in the XH2 and 2S. So you no longer need any external accessories to get that functionality. Fujifilm seems to really be pushing that camera to cloud connectivity, and it's really exciting to see in their lineup. So that's also going to be coming soon. They did not give concrete details on when, but stay tuned, and as soon as that is, we will let you know. But right before they wrapped the event, they did also announce that they're going to be making a limited edition of the X100VI that's going to look really, really cool, honestly. I believe they said they're engraving the retro original Fujifilm logo onto it. The shutter button's going to be titanium. It's going to come with some additional swag. And it's going to be limited to 1,934 pieces, which is a cheeky reference to their 90th anniversary, which this X Summit is celebrating. So it will be difficult to get your hands on, but that will be coming in March at some point, I believe they said. And they also announced as a little teaser that the next X Summit is actually going to be in Sydney, Australia. So hopefully B&H will also send me out there. But as for us here in Tokyo, the next place that we're going to be going to is CP Plus, because this camera is going to be at this trade show, in addition to a lot of other stuff. So we are going to be covering that event. We're going to be doing a recap there as well. So you better make sure you are subscribed to see all the latest and greatest on that and so much more at B&H. But until then, I'm Nick with B&H. Stay creative.